Hey Scorpios, welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your general reading for July of 2019. It is for those who have Scorpio in their sun, moon, or their rising. Also, please keep in mind it's a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply to everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and start with your spirit animal for the month, which is the antelope spirit. It says life is speeding up. This is all about everything in your life going super, super fast, and it may feel very out of control or like you don't have a hold on things, but it's asking you to continue going forward and just basically go along with the ride. It's almost like that feeling of like being on a roller coaster and you go all the way up to the top and then you drop down and it's like really fast and really quick and there's nothing you can do once it's gone. That's the kind of speed that you're going to be going through for the month of July, Scorpios. It's all about literally just letting go and just letting the world take you where you're supposed to go, because it's pushing you on a path that is meant for you to be successful in the future. And I feel this very strongly more with careers, and for some of you it will apply to your relationships and your love life. So with that being said, I'm going to get into the reading, and I feel like this is going to go different ways for different Scorpios, but I do see here that some of you have either done or not done but gone through something that was really hard and difficult in the past, and now you're able to look back at that and be like, wow, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because it's what got you to where you are now, and now you will be able to really enjoy the rewards of everything you have been through and that you have accomplished. And for others, I feel like there's about to be a lot of these hard times and difficult times you're going through are about to come to an end. I almost feel like for some of you Scorpios, like this is going to happen regardless of what you try to do. It's almost like an energy of the universe just coming in and just taking it like all away and shutting it down, because it's getting you to where you need to be going and it's on a much better path. I'm seeing here that there's somebody here that is kind of like an attention seeker, somebody who's very extreme, someone who's always like rude or thinks they're right all the time. I kind of get this bully vibe, like somebody's being bullied. I feel like either you're going to be the one who is bullying someone or someone is bullying you. But I get this vibe here, and I feel like it's a very unhealthy dynamic or situation or relationship. And if this is at work, this is something that may make you consider quitting your job, or you might end up in a position to where you lose your job. And for others, this could be in a relationship, and for some, I feel like it could be an abusive relationship. And like I said, if this isn't occurring to you in the month of July, this may have already occurred to you and you are just now about to move out of that. So it really depends where Scorpio is placed in your chart and what you're going through individually. I do see also maybe some of you in relationships that aren't going well. There could be someone who is not being loyal to you. I feel like there's been a time of like feeling like you have given up on what you want or dreams, because it's almost like a feeling of you just can't hold on anymore, or it's been too much to deal with. I feel like some of you are feeling not very confident in yourself, and you're accepting less than what you deserve. I'm seeing someone here with low self-esteem, specifically because of a relationship. Like I feel like this person is like, it's the same thing with the bully vibe here. I feel like somebody's like really bullied you to the point of low self-esteem, and there's like an unhealthy relationship that I am pulling up in this reading. It won't be for every Scorpio, but for some. I do see here also for those who have saved their money, that is a good thing. Others need to start saving their money. Anything that was an unhealthy dynamic in your life, now is the time to let go of it. Whether it be past issues, or if you're holding on to a lot of possessions, anything materialistic. So if you're basically gotten into a habit of hoarding a lot of things. Now is the time to reassess, go through things, get rid of anything that you're no longer using or isn't going to take you to where you want to be in the next phase of your life. That can also apply to people and ways of thinking and everything like that. But anything that just no longer is going to be, like if you were to get a piece of paper and write down everything that you see yourself as for the next 5 years, or even the next year, or the next 6 months, and who you want to be, if something in your life isn't adding up to that, now's the time to let it go. It's time to get past it and move forward. I feel like a lot of you are going to go through a lot of healing for the month of July too. Even if you are moved on into a better place, which I'll be getting to that in a minute, but even if you've moved on to a better place, I still feel like there's a need to still work on yourself and keeping yourself aligned, like with your emotions and spiritually, and making sure everything is still good, especially with all this fast-paced energy and a lot of things going on and moving quick for the month of July. It's good almost in a way to kind of keep yourself grounded. Yeah, and I'm seeing here also somebody could be controlling their money or controlling the money that you spend, or you could be controlling someone else's money. I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a divorce that can hit. And this comes a lot with like the death card. It could be any ending that's possible. Like, so some of you, it's going to be divorces. Some of you, it's going to be losing your job or quitting your job. It's all about anything that's going to end and new things that are going to come in. I'm also seeing some of you could have been dealing with or are dealing with family issues within the home. And this could be, you know, your family or like your partner. It's whoever you want to consider your family. I'm also seeing some of you could have been dealing or will be dealing with bankruptcy. I feel like some of you are either going to be, or some of you need to figure out how to start paying off debt. I see someone here has racked up a lot of debt and it needs to start getting paid off now. And for some of you, that could be why you need to save your money, is so that way you can start organizing your finances and getting things paid off. Some of you may be getting money through a divorce settlement. Some of you may marry somebody because of their money, or vice versa. It's a general reading. I'm also seeing somebody here could also get an inheritance from someone that has passed, or from some type of accident or incident that had happened. Also, I'm seeing here some of you could be feeling very lonely or very lost and confused. And I feel like that's not going to be for every Scorpio. I feel like that's going to be for some of you who are in the middle of going through this for the month of July. Whereas the others, I feel like, have already been through it. But it's coming up this month for those that have even been through it, because it's almost like just remembering where you came from and being appreciative in the moment. Because I see a lot of improvements. Okay, so here we go into, you know, the more positive side of things, the part where finally when you get through something that was so bad, there's a lot of improvement when it comes to your income. Hard times and things that were more difficult, especially when you speed through all of this, all of that stuff is going to be coming to an end. Your finances are going to start looking better, especially if you take care of any of the debts that needed to be paid off. Also, I'm seeing if anybody was sick or dealing with health issues, recovery will be coming. I'm also seeing employment. If you weren't able to have if you didn't have a job, I'm also seeing new relationships that will come into play. I'm seeing a friendship here with somebody. You have a friend here that is very loyal to you. I'm seeing also a lot of confidence coming back and rebuilding your self-esteem again. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of support around you, and you're going to be building yourself up to a higher position where people will start looking up to you. And getting into that, I'm seeing some of you that are going to work in the medical field, or feel as if you've I'm I feel like some of you are being called to work in the medical field because you're meant to heal other people. And if it's not in the medical field, I feel like it will be more in the like natural medicine healing. I'm seeing time spent outdoors and seeing the beauty in nature. I also see somebody drawing portraits of like outdoors or like gardens and flowers. Yeah, I feel okay. Also, be careful of what you're fighting over, if it is worth it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, Scorpio, because like I said, I feel like most of you have either gone through this or you're going to go through this. And at the end of this, I feel like if you just continue pushing forward and going through, even if it feels like you need to, like there's a need to sit and like every so often make sure you keep yourself very grounded, but at the same time, you don't want to sit so still to the point where you don't get anything accomplished and you don't get through anything that comes your way. You need to keep moving forward and pushing through, because I see a lot of great success and victory coming, and that's with relationships, jobs, careers, any of that, or even things that you are doing on the side like hobbies and stuff that you're trying to achieve personal goals. I feel like all of that will be very successful as long as you stay focused and push through everything that comes your way, and to let go of things from the past or past pains that are holding you back moving into the future. All right, bye, Scorpio.